Good morning, student. Welcome to the lecture of emerging trades in mechanical engineering. We are already discussing our unit number 4, that is energy audit and management. The course outcome related to this unit is use of different standards for energy management and audit of a given system. The unit outcome related to this is identify steps for conducting energy audit. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about the energy conservation and energy audit instruments. So today's agenda or the key points are the concept, approach and objective of energy conservation. Second, measure energy consumption consuming assets and different ways to conserve energy. Third, fuel cost, power cost and calculation for plant energy performance. Fourth, concept of fuel substitution and energy substitution with examples. And last, different types of energy audit instruments with their applications. First, energy conservation. What is meant by energy conservation? It is a focused approach to reduce the energy consumption using a latest optimization tools. There are two approaches of energy conservation. First, use of energy more efficiently. For example, using a car with a highly efficient engine having minimum energy losses or wastages. Second, reducing the amount of energy used. For example, driving less, that is using car as and when necessary. Objectives of energy conservation. First, it reduces the dependency on foreign countries for resources. Second, it reduces the energy requirement by demanding side management. Third, it rising the energy demands owing to higher productions. Fourth, minimizes the carbon percentage. Fifth, it protects the environment and conserves the natural resources. Next bit is the major energy consuming assets. The BEE, nothing but Bureau of Energy Efficiency, has identified the energy consuming equipment or assets in the industrial processes. They are identified the energy conservation approaches and formulated a set of guidelines to achieve the recommended saving. In that, the equipments are the boiler and steam utilization, furnace, thermal, oil heaters, compressed air generators and utilizations, HVAC and air conditioning, pumps, boilers, fans, electric motors, lighting system, process equipments, cooling towers, and their accessories. So, Bureau of Energy Efficiency has identified these energy consuming equipments as well as these assets in every industrial process. The classification of energy conservation measures in three categories. First, low cost, high return. For this, the priority given is highest priority. And the second, medium cost, medium return. The priority given as a medium. And third, high cost, high returns. The priority given as a lowest. Next bit is energy cost. What is mean by energy cost? In simple way, the energy cost is nothing but the amount spent on the use of different types of energy. And the energy cost, it is very important for creating awareness for calculations of savings. In many industries, it do not have any meters to measure energy and they use a fuel and electricity invoices. What is the purpose of this energy invoice? For providing a record of annual energy purchased for future reference, for indicating potential for saving when related to production. Third, for qualifying the energy and cost saving through energy conservation measures. Next bit is energy performance. For energy performance, it is a ratio of or we can say that for energy performance we need a reference year equivalent and current year energy related to that specific industry. For this we need first production factor. It is a ratio of current year production to the reference year production. So the reference year is equivalent energy use, or we can say that the reference year equivalent, it is a reference energy that would have been used to produce a current year production output. So the reference year equivalent is equals to the reference year's energy use into production factor. The next bit is plant energy performance. It is a measure of whether the plant is now using more energy or less energy to manufacture the products. And the plant energy performance, it improvements in energy performance from the reference years. Also, it indicates how well the energy management program is going on. So the plant energy performance is defined as, it is a difference between the reference year equivalent and the current year equivalent to the reference year equivalent, and we are calculating it is in percentage, so we will multiply it by 100. Next bit is fuel and energy substitutions. First we will see fuel substitution. It is a substitution on existing fuel with more efficient and less cost as well as less polluting fuel, such as, for example, soft coke is replaced by kerosene and LPG. Second, coal is replaced by coconut shell. LDO is replaced by LHS. Next, energy substitution. The energy is an important input in production. There are two ways to reduce the energy dependency. First ways is the energy conservation and energy substitution. Second, energy substitution is substituting an existing type of energy with better alternatives. For example, oil and gas is replaced by solar, wind, nuclear energy. Electric heater with steam heaters. Third, steam hot water with solar hot water. Next bit is energy audit parameters that measures in two categories. First, electric parameter, and second is non-electric parameters. In electric parameter, the voltages, current, power factor, active power, apparent power, reactive power, energy conservation, and frequency. In non-electric parameter, the temperature, radiation, air and gas flow, liquid flow, speed, air velocity, noise and vibration, dust concentration, total dissolved solid, pH, moisture content, relative humidity, fuel gas analysis. All these comes in non-electric parameters. Next bit is energy audit instruments. There are a number of instruments are there. We will see one by one. First is tape measure. It is used to check the dimensions of wall, ceiling, windows, etc. It has shown in figure. Second, light meter, to measure illumination level in facilities as per the standards. Third, watt meter, it measures a power consuming and power factor for individual motor and other inductive devices. Fourth, contact thermometer, to measure the temperature of flow gases, hot air and hot water by direct insertion of probe. Next, combustion analyzer. It measures the concentration of O2, carbon dioxide, CO, NOx, like these gases. were generated in the combustion. Sixth, infrared thermometer. In this, a non-contact instruments for measures high temperature from long distance, and it will be used in furnace and other hot surfaces. Seventh, pitot tube, or you can say that differential manometer, to measure the air velocity and air pressure in ducts. Eighth, ultrasonic flow meter. There are two types of ultrasonic flow meter. First, transit type. Second, Doppler effect. First, transit time type. It is indicated in figure. The non-contact type instruments used to directly measures a flow rate of water and any other fluids, and it will gives high accuracy in measurements. Ninth, there are four speed measuring instruments to measure the speed of machine shaft, gearboxes, motors, rotors, fans, blowers, turbines, etc. These can be contact type or non-contact type instruments. In that, first is tachometer. It is used in contact type, and it will be used when low speed is measured. Second, laser tachometer, non-contact type. Third is stroboscope. It is used when non-contact type is used and high speed is to be measured. Ninth, anemometer, to measure air speed. 10th, ultrasonic leak detector. It is used to remove or detect a leak of compressed air and other gases when it is not possible for humans. 11th, digital psychrometer. It is used to measure dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature,